What up, what up, what up? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is Love and Marriage Detroit. I'm not going to hold you. Let's go in.
Also made it very clear he didn't want any drama at his wife's party. The common denominator is Brandon and Christina.
Yeah.
He did say, you know, they don't rock with you.
Okay.
Who doesn't rock with me? That's when he made it clear that it was Brandon and Christina.
You selling a blatant lie, and you know you are.
I have no reason to. Let's just say I said that. You told Brittany, but I said I don't rock with her. What was the motive behind that?
I
For
had
even saying that.
I had no choice. Why would you go try to do business with somebody that you didn't tell me you don't rock with, and she on my team?
I think yesterday you took a step back, and then you disrespected my wife. So I'm gonna just be honest, man. I can't trust you.
I spit some venom, bro, and I totally regret it.
I'm trying to tell you that I'm confused. We have the perfect opportunity to clear
Right,
this
and you
to
called my husband. You called my
I
husband,
did.
but you can't pick the phone up and contact me back.
No,
That's
because
really
I told you I
awful.
would talk to you about it in person.
No, I'm gonna let you know one thing.
You're
Pick
gonna-
the phone up and call my husband again and see exactly what happened. Don't call my husband.
Kobe,
And I'm not going
Kobe,
here with you.
please.
I'm not doing
Kobe,
this.
you're
I'm
so
not.
fake. That's
No,
what's
I'm
fake.
not fake. It
Are you
doesn't
gonna let me
matter.
talk?
You're
One circle of
manipulative.
friends.
You're conniving. You're all of the above.
That is all true, by the way. Okay. She is manipulative. She's conniving. She's all that. Kobe is exactly right. That's what Christina is. A bit narcissistic too. I would add some narcissism in there. Let's go in.
I'm really surprised that Kobe, of all people, would even say something like that out of her mouth. I believe she actually knows better. I just think that right now in this moment, she's tripping.
Christina, you have your own sauce, your own sweetness, and so do I. And what is for Christina will always be for Christina.
Absolutely.
And what is for
I
Kobe
stand
will
by that.
always be for Kobe.
100%.
I will never, ever, ever try to take money out of your pocket. Never, ever try to
Nobody
compete
said
with
that.
you. Ever. I don't desire
this
to
is all
be you.
jumping to
I don't desire to
conclusions.
be you, just like you were pillow talking to your husband, saying that I'm copying.
I did not say that.
You clearly did.
No, I did
you
not.
clearly did, because where did it
I
come
did
from?
not. He
You
said
gave,
that.
You gave him the illusion that I'm copying
no,
off of you.
I did not. Brandon has his own mind, and Brandon can draw his own conclusions in his own way. You can't hold what Brandon is doing and saying against me. I didn't say it.
And is this a jab because I asked about
I
his
don't know.
new artist?
I don't know. You have to talk to Brandon about that. Brandon is his own person. Yes, we are married, but Brandon has a mind of his own.
Giving Christina an opportunity to share her piece, and she puts the blame on Brandon. And I get it. Yes, your husband has a mouth of his own, but you and him are one. Like, that is your husband. You've had to at least say something to him that made him come to this conclusion.
I understand that, you know, whatever happens in your home with your husband is y'all business, but, you know, for your husband to say that, knowing that we have a sisterhood is what really crushes me.
Brandon is just Brandon, and there's no coming to his defense when it comes to that situation. Like,
It's funny how she don't mind throwing her own husband under the bus. These brothers, I tell you, man, it's hard trying to get support from their wives on anything. Even with gossip, it's hard to get support from their wives. Like, get your husband back. Like, I see the husbands going 10 toes down for their wife. But the wives, like, I seen Kobe back up her husband, like, don't call my husband. But I don't know if that was because, you know, she thought some things was going on with her husband, or is it because she thought that, you know, my husband ain't my daddy type of thing, don't go to my husband, and like trying to tell on me or something. But Christina, she don't have no problem throwing Brandon under the bus. Don't support him in a lot of stuff. It's just, I really don't like how Christina moves as a wife. She's she there need to be some kind of wife school or something. I think Kobe is a much better wife than Christina is. That's just my opinion. But let's go back in.
It's not something I wanted him to do. And I apologize for Brandon.
I just need to pump the brakes a little bit. My relationship with Christina is too important. I know that when I get frustrated, I get very passionate and I get a little emotional in my tone. I start raising my voice a little bit, and I realized that I could have handled the conversation differently had I just remained calm and not allow what was happening to get the best of me.
Now, Colby, this is why she's a better wife. She can realize the error in her ways. She can reassess the situation and say, wait a minute, and self-correct herself. Like, maybe I was overreacting a little bit. This is how you know she's not narcissistic. Christina is not gonna come to these conclusions, okay? Now, in Christina's defense, I don't necessarily think she put these things in Brandon's head. Yeah, Brandon did probably come up with some of these things on his own, because I do remember Christina saying, you know, I give her the benefit of the doubt, this, that, and the third. So I don't necessarily think it did come from Christina, but I still don't like the fact that she threw him under the bus. Okay. Anything at all to escape accountability, Christina will do. She will curve you. She will manipulate you. She will make you feel guilty. She will throw loved ones under the bus. This woman, man, is, in my opinion, pretty toxic. I can only take so much of Christina because I don't rock with people who don't self-correct, self-check themselves, or take accountability. They come off narcissistic and very self-righteous, and you can't tell them anything. And if you can't tell them anything, you can't reason with them. And if you can't reason with them, drama will follow them everywhere they go, which is what's happening with Christina. Drama is following her everywhere, and she is blocking and dodging accountability everywhere it follows her. I mean, she's a master at dodging accountability. I don't know. I mean, it must come from practice. I don't know what it is, but this woman got a problem. Let's go in.
Okay.
But I did not
Okay,
initially.
fine. You know what?
I did not initially.
I'm going to just
sit
say
down.
that I'm wrong, Christina. I'm wrong. You don't have to get an attitude. You don't have to side.
I don't have an attitude.
I'm just saying you don't have to.
I just don't think
side.
you're being genuine.
I am being genuine. I'm wrong. I'm going to.
She don't think she's being genuine because she would never do that. I don't think that. Are you really apologizing? That's foreign. I don't think that that's real, because I wouldn't apologize. But Kobe is head and shoulders above Christina, in my opinion. Let's go in.
Apologize for my emotion that day, for me being defensive, for you asking a question, and I am human, and I own that wholeheartedly, genuinely own that. Have a lot of growing to do. Have a lot of areas that I still need to work on.
Look, bottom line, we're both influencers, and I think that this conversation was always going to be necessary, or maybe would have happened at some point. I wish it would have happened different, the conversation, but I think that this is a great opportunity to just set clear boundaries and clear, understanding with each other. I totally forgive Kobe. I understand. She's a lot younger than me. This is gonna happen. So I can forgive Kobe, and I can move forward with Kobe. I know this is something that stung on both ends, And I'm glad we had this conversation. I do want you to know that I love you from the bottom of my heart. Now that we iron things out, I am having a brunch. My Shut Up and Pray brunch. Shut Up and Pray is a brand that I've had since 2017 that I've put on hold for a bit. I definitely want to reintroduce Shut Up and Pray softly with a very intimate brunch. I would love for you to be there. The invitation is on the table. I hope that you'll come.
Thank you.
All right, give me a hug, girl. I love you.
You will never hear this woman say, I'm sorry. Kobe just admitted she was wrong. Maybe I need to self-correct. Christina, you never hear this woman say, I'm sorry. She will curve you, give you invitations. I'm sorry this conversation happened. You know I love you from the bottom of my heart. Come here, give me a hug. If I was in front of Christina, I would be like, you're not gonna apologize for your part in this? You're not gonna apologize? It's all me. I don't take back what I said. If I self-corrected myself, I meant that. But I can't help but to notice that you don't ever take accountability for your part. That's very annoying. Let's go in.
How much longer on the hair?
We got about like 5 or 10 minutes.
5 minutes?
They're almost done. This is the last model. It's the first
That look
look.
good, bro. Can we switch sides now? Switch them on, switch sides. Oh, that's nice. Can we do something with that chair? Oh yeah, I love that. This lookbook gonna be dope. I'm telling you what it is, bro. Hey, man.
Hey.
Today, we're shooting a lookbook for our new designs coming out with a partnership with William Palmer Home, which is a new designer that's coming up in the city of Detroit that I want to feature. Oh, do that again. Yeah, that was really... Man, this look good, bro. See, he got the new bags out.
Okay.
With the William Palmer, he got the new ones. What's that?
This is nice. You got a church fan or something?
Hey, everybody, let's take 5, everybody, and then we'll come back and then get the next looks.
What else is we'll have?
We're gonna put a little bit of the streetwear in there too at the end with the guys.
Okay.
What's going on, baby?
Everything is good. I had a busy day, but my normal.
I'm trying to
I don't
catch
think we
her.
have really.
She reminds me so much of Tisha Campbell. Y'all remember the Martin days back in the days? He don't necessarily look like Martin, but she looked like she could be Tisha Campbell, what, younger sister? They look like they could be sisters. I'm just saying. I have that kind of talent. I can kind of see people and kind of know who they look like that's kind of similar, and I don't know where I get that from, but and I could be wrong. Y'all probably could not see Tisha Campbell in her at all, but I see Tisha Campbell in her. Let's go.
Talked or hung out recently.
So as soon as I get this done, then I got a lot of stuff to get done with the man movement next. Got to get in and get that done. Bible study, it was excellent. It was great. It was too long, and we got right into the word. I liked the way he had everyone interact.
You was crying?
I did not cry.
Oh, good.
No, no, I didn't.
I don't
That
see
turned you
cry.
on, don't it, when I
You
cried,
know,
don't
well,
it?
I love to see you vulnerable.
Now, if you watch my Ready to Love video, I said it's almost never a good idea to watch a man cry, for a woman to watch a man cry. This is probably the one exception. For whatever reason, LaToya likes to see Anthony cry. Why? Psh, she says she loves it when he's vulnerable. I guess. But she is so much of an exception. It's ridiculous. I don't know ladies, if you like to watch your man cry and it kind of turns you on and it kind of, you like to see him vulnerable like that, put it in the comments. I'll be interested to know. I want to take a little bit of a poll and just see. But on average, I don't think women like to see men cry. But for whatever reason, his wife loves it and it kind of turns her on. I don't get it. Anyway, let's go in.
I cry every night if you want me to.
Anthony, oh my God.
But no. But me and Brandon, of course, had a back and forth.
About what?
Yeah. So he said, I know you use Brittany, that's your girl, do all y'all businesses. But he said, I don't rock with her. I think she arrogant. I don't fool with her. Don't say what like you didn't say that, bro.
First off, I never even knew that was your publicist.
You blatantly lying. We can do a lie detector test anytime you
Bro,
want.
let's go. Because it's going to be a few fails for you on that one.
What really made me mad was the fact of Brandon lied right there in my face. This is why I be confused about Brandon and Christina. I'm like, this is Detroit. Maybe y'all don't understand. Maybe because Brandon went to all-boys school and in the suburbs, he don't understand Detroit code. Maybe Christina, because she's from Buffalo and not from Detroit, she don't understand Detroit code. If you don't rock with somebody, you stay on the other side of the room. You don't be trying to like do business with people use. That's fake to me. I protect my crew. I protect my family.
And that's
period.
your loyalty.
Facts.
It is.
One thing I do gotta say though is me and Brandon, to an extent, like we patch things up, and I'm still a little confused.
I mean, for me, I don't like drama. I don't like any of that. You and Brandon have been friends for years. Me and Christina, we are building a friendship and even sisterhood. And so we need to have some conversations and maybe we can work through some of these things because there's obviously a lack of communication, a lack of understanding here, and we just need to get all on the same page. So I think we need to all get together, get away. So it'll give us some time to, relax a little bit, and why not bring them along to one of my favorite places, Traverse City. So my goal for this trip is for us to reconnect with our mates, but also to reconnect with our friendships. The girls, the guys, I want us just to have a tight-knit relationship and really kind of just get some answers to some of the things that, has been going on and just put some things to rest. The scenery alone is beautiful. That ambiance is something to experience. We have some games. I got some trivia.
Trivia? Oh, Lord.
Yes, I have trivia.
I have some trivia, too. I'm gonna have plenty of trivia and get people to answer these questions.
Oh, Jesus.
Coming up on Loving Marriage Detroit.
I'm not the same Christina you met when I was 29 years old, right? I'm 40, and you need to step it up for me.
I understand that, but do you feel like you know me?
Kobe told me on the way in, about a conversation that was, I guess, had.
What did she say? What was she talking about?
Well, you know what she said.
Latoya, you don't have to address me in a snarky way. And you're not going to address me at my event and tell me what I supposedly said.
Okay.
We've both been real busy. I've been busy at work. She's been busy with the kids. And we honestly have just been neglecting each other. We've been neglecting our marriage. We've been getting into it, public blow-ups.
Not coming home. And I thought that our relationship was just completely over.
Close enough?
No. Okay,
Scooch. We met with our marriage mentors, and they suggested that we take some time for ourselves. So I decided it'd be great to take my wife on a date.
And I'm excited that our mentors put the fire up under the both of our butts, because I probably could have done more.
It's a great time to get us back on track.
Okay, thank you.
The whole...
It just seemed like to me, their marriage is always on the rocks, man. Always on the rocks. And they always looking for their marriage mentors to get them through. I mean, like I said in one of my other videos, statistically, one or two of these couples ain't gonna last. Who knows who that is? I got money on this couple for one. Hopefully the other two will last, but just out of statistics, in marriage itself, I believe, what is it? It's about 2 out of 3 end in divorce. So I'm not hoping that for these great black couples here, but I'm just going by normal statistics. Somebody ain't gonna make it. And you know, Brandon and you know, his wife, they just, it's an uphill battle. And I'm gonna tell you, both of these people got problems. Both of these people got problems. Brandon got problems. He lies, and he's kind of sneaky and slithery. I just said her name too, man. But his wife, she has zero accountability. You can't fix nothing if you're not going to be accountable. You can't fix anything if you're not going to be accountable. That's the problem with people who don't take accountability. They don't ever fix nothing. They don't ever think that anything they do is wrong. And they expect you to be perfect. And they're only perfect due to their own lying to themselves. They are in a fantasy world. So if they're in a fantasy world and they're in the world of I'm always right, they want you to come into that world and tell them that they're always right, while they get to tell you how crappy you are. I ain't trying to live in that world. I don't think anybody's trying to live in that world. And Christina, she's delusional, man. I don't see this marriage working. But here they go again at dinner trying to make it work. Let's see how it go.
The whole reason I, wanted to take you on a date was, just to hit the reset button. You just got to get back into each other. That's the thing that's holding us back.
We can't do any of this without time. I feel like you have to prioritize your time more so that we can actually spend time together. When Brandon and I first got married, we spent so much time together. We went out to eat together. We hung out with friends together more. So this new way of life, it's not what I ever expected. It's just so far from where we started. I'm really praying that Brandon writes this into his schedule permanently, because we gotta keep pushing. I've always told you that I haven't felt safe in our marriage. I haven't felt like you protected me. Like when it came to your mom, your dad, it just felt like I was always open game.
That is something that I never knew how to do or even knew was a thing. Never in a million years would I thought I would have to protect my wife from my own family.
I think Brandon needs to understand that he grew up in a household where his mom allowed him to do whatever he wanted, say whatever he wanted, avoid conversations, not have any conflict resolution. He was never held accountable. And so maybe because I do those things, it feels uncomfortable to him.
Are you shitting me? Maybe because I do those things, held accountable? Well, hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is the manipulation in Christina that I cannot stand. I'm gonna just be real. I gotta hear this stuff again. Hold on.
To understand that he grew up in a household where his mom allowed him to do whatever he wanted, say whatever he wanted, avoid conversations, not have any conflict resolution. He was never held accountable. And so maybe because I do those things, it feels uncomfortable.
Conflict resolution? Held accountable? You do those things? When? Where? I haven't seen that. I don't think anybody has seen that. I don't think Kobe has seen that. You couldn't even apologize to Kobe. You talk about you take accountability. This is where she's the master manipulator. And again, I am going to bring up that word narcissistic, okay? As much as I don't like it because it's overused, but I got to call a spade, man. This woman is toxic. I'm going to tell you, she's going to grow old like this. It's not going to get better. You're never going to be able to tell her she's wrong in anything. And she's going to manipulate her way through life lying like this. Held accountable, conflict resolutions. What? And then put that on Brandon as if I do those things, you don't. When in fact, she don't ever do those things. I'm not saying she's always wrong in all her, disagreements. But I'm saying she ain't never taken accountability for her role in any of those disagreements. Let's go back in.
To him.
So it's just like now all of a sudden I'm married and I'm grown. And now I gotta be like, why you do that?
Yeah, that's what I need from you. I need that pit bull.
Pit bull? So what dog would that make me before? I know she's not calling me a poodle.
You have to really get to know me better. We're 11 years in. I'm not the same Christina you met when I was 29 years old, right? I'm 40. And you need to step it up for me.
I understand that, but do you feel like you know me?
I feel like I know.
Now, this is the pushback on, it's not just about you, Christina. It's not just about you. Stop making it always about you. You want me to protect you from my family. You want me to get to know you better. You want me to do all of the freaking work. Do you know me? I'm glad Brandon said that, because now it's going to force her to try and look at things from his perspective. Let's see what she say.
Know you because I'm so connected to God and I pray about you a lot. You may think I don't know what's going on with you, but I talk to God about you. You God's son. You know what I'm saying? He knows everything. And not to bring up your...
That sounds good. I talk to God about you. I pray about you. You God's son. That is a beautiful complimentary cop-out. He said, do you know me? She talking about she talked to God, and you God's son. This woman, man.
Your mom or your upbringing, but it was just different. Like if you grew up in a household where when you don't communicate, it's not normal to communicate or for anybody to correct you. Your mom did not correct you.
I mean, you're right, because I've been an entrepreneur for the last 17 years for that one reason. I don't like being told what to do.
I'm glad you finally said it.
When I got fired from my last job, I was like, I never want to have a boss ever again.
You got one now.
Wow, you got one now. Look at his face. You walked into it. She can mind F you anytime she want, Brandon. And you walk into it every single freaking time, bruh. Okay? She went from beautifully ignoring your question, do you know me? Oh, well, I talk to God and you God's son and therefore this, but let me get back on track to, you grew up with your mother and you don't do this, do that. And he up here validating everything. She said, yeah, you're right. You're right. And that's why I became an entrepreneur. I didn't want a boss. Well, you got one now. And she's absolutely right. She is his boss. She run him mentally. And this guy, he don't like it. Look at his face. He don't like that, but she's actually right. She know how to mind F him. And that's probably how she got him to marry her. But anyway, let's go in.
Who? See, that's your problem. Is she the boss?
Yeah.
Yes.
First of all, I'm the boss with the sauce.
I was coming into marriage more of looking at it as a team effort.
I just feel like you weren't ready. You were still needing to grow.
I still feel like you're a special case.
I am.
I don't feel like
I am not like any other wife.
I don't
you
feel
got
like,
that right. I am so
Because I
special.
started seeing the way that you talk to your own family, like,
Get in line.
she is the tyrant of the whole family. What did I get
It's
myself
not a
into?
tyrant, but I'm honest and I'm vocal, and you're not used to that. Your mom doesn't talk in the house.
You might
You're
as
not
well
used to no vocal woman, but you got one now.
I'm realizing that my wife may be over communicating with me since I've been a brick wall my whole life. I think I'm really gonna have to deal with my mom and my childhood issues stemming from that if I'm ever gonna be the husband that Christina deserves.
Absolutely freaking ridiculous how she mind F him. Now, let me ask y'all a question. If Christina was the breadwinner of this union, do you think she will be toting how much she's the boss? The answer is absolutely. She will be toting around how much she is the boss because she is the breadwinner. She's this, that, and the third. In this instance, where Brandon is the breadwinner and she's just a stay-at-home wife, she's still the boss. How is this possible? And I'm gonna just keep it real for all the ladies just watching. A lot of times men give their power away. They give their power away to women. Just to keep the peace in the house, they give their power away. This woman can have the breadwinner or not, and still run the house. And men just give their power away to their women. Why? Because they want peace in the house. She is a master manipulator. Master. And she got the right dude to do it with. Brandon is slow with it. He don't take me as a guy with a lot of experience with women or narcissists or manipulators or anything. He was probably pretty coddled in the house that he grew up in. So she got the right one. But it's just funny to me how women, when they the breadwinners, they the boss, and when they ain't not the breadwinners, they still the boss. As if men don't ever get to be the boss of their own or the masters of their own domain. No matter what you the man. So by default, I'm the boss as the woman. Look, listen. Some guys move like that, other guys don't. I'm one guy who don't move like that. I don't care. I'll save that part. Let's just go back in.
I just feel like I'm coming back into my own and who I am and what I stand for. And I won't allow anybody, and I'm not just saying for you or anybody to treat me any kind
Just
of way.
allow us to have moments.
We can.
Like-
I got you.
Like right now. Bring it in.
My hand?
Both.
Both?
You get me a new ring?
A new ring?
This ring is just fine. Everybody! Everybody!
What are you doing?
This is my wife. And she's the most beautiful woman in the world. And we're gonna be married for the rest of our lives till death do us part. And she's the greatest wife a God can ever ask for.
I love you, baby.
I love you. You are crazy.
SIMP. Okay? And it just is what it is. Brandon is he should have a cape with a S on his chest, but the S don't stand for Superman. It stands for simp. I'm serious. It is ridiculous how easily manipulated this guy is. Now, he should have done all of this. He should have done all this on their anniversary. He shouldn't have did the whole picnic thing. What was that, episode 1 or 2 or something like that? He should have done this on their anniversary and took her out and, showed himself and showed her up and all this other stuff. I know they're trying to save their marriage. I still don't think it's going to last. I think Brandon is going to wake up at some point, but I will give him an E for effort for trying to make this work with a very manipulative, very narcissistic woman who I would say is allergic to accountability. Okay, she just can't be accountable, and any chance she has to manipulate him and mind F him, she will do that. She even tried to get a new ring out of this whole situation. Okay, it's never enough power, it's never enough attention, it's never enough for this woman. That's all I'll say right now. Let's go in.
Coming up, the One Dope Showcase coming up. I definitely need you there. My boy Bravo on there. We having it at his spot. Right. And then your other friend, Brandon, is on it too.
My other friend, huh?
Yeah.
Time. Where did I go wrong with the way I'm living?
What up, though, boy? Pulling up on my boy Lyrique. We've been production partners for a long time. We actually have known each other since high school. We write songs together, produce songs together. That's my brother for sure.
Man, so what's been up, bro?
The One Dope Showcase coming up. I done hit up my boy Kenny V. We about to have the radio stuff locked in. I definitely need you there. Kind of want you to be a judge. I find out from him.
Yeah, man. Either way it go, I done judged those contests before with Jazzy Faye and T.I.'s joint down in Carolina. So I mean, I've been judging stuff forever. So do that, bro. Whatever you need.
I'll have you come to the next meeting with us, and then we're gonna have the show. Bravo on there. We having it at his spot. That's your boy.
Yeah, I went to school.
Y'all went to high school together.
Yeah.
So, Bravo. We gonna do it at his location at Society.
That's fine.
And then your other friend, Brandon, is on it too.
My other friend, huh?
Yeah. The relationship between Lyrique and Brandon is so petty. It's so petty. It's ridiculous. When I was talking to Lyrique about it, I was like, yo, man, how come you and Brandon, his studio like around the corner from yours, why y'all ain't never worked together? He's like, man, he don't mess with me. I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, man, he compete with me a little bit, or he got an issue with me that, he really ain't speaking on. I'm like, well, he ain't never said nothing bad about you to me, and I'm cool with both of y'all. And so neither one of them really spoke on it, but I think they missing out on a lot of money. Sometime in life, like, you gotta put that stupid petty pride to the side, and y'all can work together. I know y'all can. And y'all can make a lot of money together. You just gotta get rid of these egos.
It ain't no smoke. Like, we done been in the same instances with each other, same areas or whatever, but you know, it just, the mojo just ain't never linked. I mean, whatever.
Well,
if you want it, I'ma back you.
You know, I wanna see us all like build together, and what I care about is our city coming together, making the city look good. Because you stronger together. And I want to see everybody win. I've always want to see everybody in Detroit in Ferraris, Lambos, mansions, and I want to see it's enough room for everybody to eat like that. What better person to have judge the showcase than a person that has done all he's done in the industry? These artists need real critique, and I feel he's one of the best ones to do it with his background in production, songwriting, and also performing himself.
This facility that's mine now is the original Star Factory, you know, where it used to be at. Now, the fact of the matter is, you know, it's several reasons why Boy didn't pop. And it ain't because Boy wasn't talented as hell. Apparently, that been married to someone who should have been a superstar. Did you even know Christina could sing?
I heard that, but I ain't never heard her.
I worked with her in like 2002, something like that. So I don't know if that's the source of why he act weird towards me, because maybe he think, you know, somebody that smashed it. It was never like that. I'm nothing but the utmost respect for Christina. The fact of the matter is, she's a star. Watch this. I'm gonna play the record. You ain't gonna believe it.
I absolutely did not know that Christina worked with Lyrique in the past. I didn't even know they knew each other. Sound good. Actually, Christina can sing. Like, I'm proud of her. You wrote it? Now this real songwriting. I don't know how Brandon missed this one with Christina's talent. Like, she is your Star Factory. This who you should have signed. Because to be honest with you, the other girls, none of them touching Christina. So we need to put her out.
Come on, bro. I'm telling you, you have the Star Factory that's, you know, developing talent, and you're sleeping next to probably one of the biggest talents he ever been in around.
Dang.
That's heavy, bro. That's heavy. Had she continued on this journey, imagine where she would be vocally. God.
She'd have killed
And
it.
that's the thing, she probably would have never met Brandon.
Really? Come on, God.
If she was on tour and everything, and he was here in the D, she probably would have never met him. You know, man. I mean, I gotta tell the truth, though. I gotta tell the truth, man. I gotta tell the truth.
Coming up. Christina contacted Russell and told Russell that she had something to share with him.
No, I don't want to have no issues.
Well, this is a shut up and pray brunch, so we should all be in here praying, right?
I would hope so, right? I don't do Jesus and drama now.
Essence was a...
Good morning. Hey, girl. I am outside, so whenever you're ready. All right.
Hey, girl, don't you look pretty in your green? Thank you.
You were smart.
Oh, yes, I had to bring my flats because, honey, my feet be hurting. I'm so happy that Latoya is driving today, so I can tell her my version of what happened between Christina and I the other day. This way, I don't have to worry about getting road rage on our way to Christina's Shut Up and Pray brunch. It was so good to see you at the party. I even have a thank you card for you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I'm glad that we did not have any drama. It was peaceful. It was really peaceful. We had a good time. Speaking of which, I wanted to chat with you. So I met with Christina the other day.
Oh, finally. It happened. Well, that's good. So how was it?
So it started off pretty interesting. After we had our conversation about everything, we said sorry. We said sorry from a misunderstanding standpoint. She apologized on Brandon's behalf as well, but that...
I missed that shit. She apologized. I missed that. I didn't see no apology. It was implied, but it wasn't an actual apology. And Colby seen it as an apology, but it really wasn't. This is, that's how you know Colby is, in my opinion, not just a better wife, but I don't want to say that. I don't want to say better human being, because Christina has some good qualities about her, and it's not fair to really compare them as human beings. But you would get a lot further with Colby than you will with Christina. You will get she's just more real than Christina. She just is. And look, Christina is 10 years older than Colby. 10 years older than Colby. So the thing is, Colby, I don't want to go there. All I'm gonna say is I don't see it really changing for Christina. I think she's going to be an old woman thinking the same way, and she's not really going to have any incentive really on working on it. Now, she has beauty on her side, so she's going to be able to find a simp here and there to manipulate. And if it don't work out with her and Brandon, I think the next one is going to be a Zaddy. I think she's going to manipulate a Zaddy to play the puppeteer and pull his strings. But I just found it interesting that Colby thought that she apologized and she really didn't. Colby wanted to believe it was an apology, but it really wasn't. But that's only because Colby is good-natured. Let's go in.
That's not good enough for me. I need to sit in Brandon's face. I need to look him eye to eye, and I need my husband to be right there, because he has about one more time.
Brandon needs to be responsible for addressing Brandon's behaviors. There's so much more to this friend group with the miscommunication that needs addressing.
She mentioned something to me, and I was trying to process it all, but emotions were very high, and Christina had the wherewithal to contact Russell a couple days before my birthday.
Okay, so she contacted Russell before she talked to you.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yep. Contacted Russell and told Russell that she had something to share with him. So she ended up calling Russell to tell him that Anthony has been the one that shared some information about them and about us to the publicist that you all work with. She said this to me, I'm like taken back, like, where's this all coming from? And she's like, yeah, Anthony is the stem of this. Anthony has shared this information with the publicist. And like in that moment, I didn't really know how to respond, because I just don't see him playing with me and Russell's name like that. Like saying that we don't like somebody, like out of just the clear blue sky. Like it hit me out of nowhere.
Because now I'm bothered, because that's a blatant lie. Blatant lie. If you have a question about anything, you can come to me. Always. She called to invite me to the brunch, and nothing. There has not been any other conversation but that call. Like that.
She didn't say anything on the call. Like she didn't say, "Hey, I want to talk to you about something.
No.
Can I run something by
So
you?"
here we are again. See, that's why I'm not here for the games, because you want to probably address me here now, because you invited me, and I'm not here for it. I know my husband. And you're basically right now attacking his character. And one thing I know about the enemy, they're going to attack your character because they're trying to get somewhere. That's what I'm not doing it. I'm heated right now. I'm thankful that this is a prayer brunch, because I need Jesus, I need God, I need everybody and his whole host of angels to help me right now. Well, we'll see how this goes then. I don't want to have no issues.
Well, this is a shut up and pray brunch, so we should all be in here praying, right?
I would hope so, right? I don't do Jesus and drama now.
Now, some of y'all might think, wow, Mike, wow, you're so hard on Christina. You're so hard on Christina. Why are you so hard on her? I'm not the only one who see it, y'all. I'm not the only one who see it. Christina is the type of woman who could pull that on men, but she can't pull that on women. Women are going to call her out on her stuff. Kobe is going to call her out. Latoya is going to call her out. Okay? She can get away with the shenanigans with men, especially men who care for her. But she's not going to be able to get over those shenanigans with other women. She takes me as a woman who probably not going to have a whole lot of female friends because of her manipulative ways. Now, again, I know y'all think I'd be hard on Christina. I ain't the only one. And I would say it's for a good reason. She's a manipulator. Let's go in.
Coming up, Brandon is here. So I'm not talking to Brandon since Russell's not here. This is interesting. What's that? Because you know how I am. What? Or you don't want to be here?
So what's gonna happen here at this table?
This is our check-in table, so our guests will come in, check in, mingle around, and then we're also gonna do our merchandise. So we have more merchandise on the way. It should be here in the next about 5 minutes to make our table look pretty and full.
Today is my Shut Up and Pray brunch, and I am so excited because this has been brewing for a long time. The pandemic kind of slowed it down, but we are here now. I'm ready to launch my first ever brunch.
Okay, excuse me.
Sorry, I'm in your way. Brandon is here today helping me set up, and I'm so happy that I have his support. So I'm excited and I'm proud of myself. I'm patting myself on the back today.
Of course.
Everyone's arriving at the same time. Hey.
How are you? Really good. How are you? I'm good. Hey, how are you?
Hello, I love this green.
Oh, thank you.
This green is my favorite color.
I see Colby has arrived, but I'm not going to address her. I'm not going to speak her because Russell is not present. And I would like to keep all the bones in my body in one piece.
Well, hello. Hi. How are you? Good. Kobe Chelsea is here. Christina Chelsea is here. I haven't seen Christina's Chelsea since my wine event. Are both the Chelseas wearing the same thing? It kind of looks that way. That's interesting. Too soon for a copycat show?
You guys can start.
Two Chelseas. Zebra print. That is kind of hilarious. They look like the Doublemint twins or something with the same name. Yeah, that's just interesting. Let's go in.
Coming up, you ladies can start coming up, and we have some wonderful mocktails up here. So you want to start coming up and just at least getting something to drink.
Brandon is here. I'm not going to speak to Brandon today, so I'm not talking to Brandon since Russell's not here. This is interesting. This is interesting. What's interesting? Because you know how I am. What? What do you mean? How you are? You don't want to be here?
I just say that, but you know, like, you know when you hear certain things, it just makes me feel.
What? Are you talking about everything that's happened? But see, me and Christina had an opportunity to talk the other day, and so.
How did that go?
It started off heated, and I was kind of frustrated, but I learned that, you know, Brandon has been a factor in things, and Brandon wasn't at that conversation.
And so that's why I was like, well, Brandon's here. I'm like, I don't want to talk to Brandon today. I would like to have a conversation
Okay,
with
so you
Russell
guys did have the
and
opportunity to speak.
Yeah, me and Christina, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if we didn't get a chance to talk.
Which was necessary. And I think I was like the one like, okay,
Yeah, I thought that a
we
conversation
need
was
to have a
necessary.
conversation. Everybody.
So that's why I'm here. There's no animosity. We're good. I didn't come in here to start a show. I didn't come in here to say I'm not gonna loosen up. No.
Ladies, hello. Thank you for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you taking time out of your day, and I appreciate your support. Thank you for being here. I'm just really excited about the women that God placed on my heart to be here today. So we're just gonna pray and then we're gonna get started. So dear Lord, we just thank you for this day, God. We thank you for your presence. We thank you for each and every lady and each and every heart in this room. We ask that people leave with changed hearts, God, and that they leave with answers to questions that they may have walked in with, God.
Oh, I have plenty of questions. I definitely need some answers to why you lying about my husband and my publicist. But I promised Anthony that I would be good. We have this group trip and all this great stuff. I'm gonna practice grace, but there's some questions that need to be answered today.
We just thank you for your grace and your mercy. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, we about to get started.
So, ladies, I have...
Well, let me ask y'all this real quick. What do y'all think of Christina's brand, Shut Up and Pray? Would you buy the merch? Do you like the slogan, or do you agree with the brand? Just curious on that, how women feel about that. Shut Up and Pray. Let me know in the comments. Let's go in.
Took it upon myself to plan a little trip. It's a couple's trip. So I want you guys to go.
So where are we going?
We're gonna go to a winery.
Okay,
up north.
that's cute. Is it a weekend? Is it
Just a
during the
weekend.
week?
Just a weekend.
Okay, so I can make that work.
We're gonna go ahead and move on with the program. I'm gonna bring our host, Christina, back up.
I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Chrislyn McNair.
When I looked up the definition of shut up, the definition was to close the windows, close the doors in a home that will no longer be occupied in. God says you gotta close the windows of insecurity. There's some doors you gotta kick shut. You gotta kick everything that was spoken against you. You gotta close it up and then board up the house. I'm declaring right now in the name of Jesus that you have begun to board up your home. Stop allowing folks access who don't belong there. Stop allowing people to come in and manipulate you. Stand up and allow God to completely overtake them. Glory be to God.
I'm really moved by what the speaker is saying. I definitely feel God, and I really am convinced right now at this moment that I can't have this inner turmoil that I have with Christina right now about the things that she's saying about my husband as well as with my publicist. And I gotta say something.
You can see the spirit. You can see the spirit entering in Latoya, I'm sorry. You can see the spirit enter her. She got to fan herself. She got to cool herself off. She raising her hand in testimony. She's building up, I don't want to say the courage, but she's building up the spirit in her. And she's about to unleash it. Let's see how it goes.
Can I talk to you real quick?
Sure.
I'm really hoping that me and Christina can have a civil conversation. This is her event, and I just want to just put this out on the table real quick. I don't know. This may not be a good idea because given Christina's track record, maybe I shouldn't. But again, me knowing me, I just need to go ahead and do this.
Here's what I discovered. You can have a nice conversation with Christina. You can have a civil conversation with Christina. She is all for nice and civil conversations. Just don't expect her to take any accountability. Now, when you start expecting her to take accountability, that's when you come into problems, okay? She's gonna ditch, dodge, curve, Neo, Matrix, and all of these accountabilities to the point where you can't hit her. You can't hit her with none of them. She'll be civil, she'll keep it cute and classy, but just don't throw no accountability darts at her. She's gonna Matrix the crap out of those joints. Okay, let's see how it goes.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, no, this is great. This is wonderful. Thank you. It's just such a charged atmosphere, but in the spirit of transparency and sisterhood and all that great stuff, like Kobe told me on the way in, you know, about a conversation that was, I guess, had about Anthony. Gotta definitely address it because I'm like, I'm not one to keep things off, you know, and if I feel a certain type of way, I gotta say something right away.
What's up? What you feeling?
No, I just can kind of give me a rundown of what was said.
About what did she say? What was she talking about?
Well, you know what she said. You know what she said. So what you told her about your conversation with Russell.
Oh, yeah. So somebody gave me a call. And
my publicist gave you a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said that Anthony mentioned that you two don't like me and you guys, you know, don't want to ever work with me. And she also said he talked about Russell and Kobe and how they don't like me either. I'm like, are you sure Anthony said that? She said yes.
I don't think that's true.
I let Russ know, like, hey, like, Anthony's making it seem like you said something.
So he did not mention Russell and Kobe having an issue with me, but he did directly say you and Brandon. So.
I know that Anthony had the conversation with Brandon. Brandon said that he didn't rock with B like that. We can call B to the carpet.
Latoya, you don't have to address me in a snarky way.
I'm not.
And you kind of are, and it doesn't have to be that type of conversation. All I did was reiterate the conversation that Brittany had me. I didn't reach out to Brittany. She called me about it. If it did have something to do with Brandon and Brandon only, why am I in this?
And Anthony didn't say anything about you.
But she initially texted me.
And so that's where the confusion is because you saying one thing, he's saying one thing. And I'm sorry, Brandon has already proved that he wouldn't do any and everything, so I can't trust what he says.
I can't trust what Anthony says either, so that's why we all need to
But he hasn't proven that to you, though.
No. He has.
No.
He has right here because clearly Brittany called me and approached me about something I supposedly said to Anthony, and I've never had a conversation.
Again.
And I don't think she will lie about it.
Okay. But I don't think, no, that's not true.
That's what she said to me. Why do I have to lie about what Brittany called me and said to me? What have I done to you to make
nothing?
Okay, so why are you doing that?
No.
That's so wet.
Now, Toya, what is going on here? I've never seen Dr. Thompson upset. Like, I've never seen her mad. Her face is turning red. She's getting hot. She's fanning. And I'm like, whoo.
Okay, let me just tell you a little bit of who I am.
Let me tell you a bit of who I am. You're not gonna address me at my event and tell me what I supposedly said.
Okay.
This is my event. I am the host of this event, and you're pulling me to the side at my event.
So you did the same thing at my event as well.
I did what at your event? I didn't have any conversations with you at an event.
I'm just talking about disrespect.
Latoya is tripping. She's tired of all the drama that I'm bringing. What is she even talking about? To my knowledge, I've never had an issue with her. Where is this coming from?
Okay.
It seems like Latoya is always inserting herself into other people's situations and getting big mad about them. Make it make sense.
You have a conniving way of saying things that's really rude.
Okay.
It is really rude.
I think it's rude that you're basically telling me I'm telling
No, it's rude.
So.
It's the way you do things, and I get it. I get it.
You're always trying to find something wrong in what I've done, what I'm doing, what's going on.
Where are you getting that from? Like what?
You just did that at skating as well.
So what did I do at the skating?
All people doing, getting loud, being disrespectful, calling me names. Then you get up talking about something I
I don't do this, and you're directing the conversation towards me.
It wasn't directed towards you.
You said it to me.
I said it in the context of the situation.
You said it to me. So if I'm the only one sitting here and you're facing me, who else are you talking to?
It was in the context, and you don't try to drive this situation.
No.
Like
We're
that.
being.
You're not going to manipulate the situation and say that I said that. Don't put words in my mouth. I did not say that.
You didn't say what?
I said I don't do fake.
Yes, and you were looking at me when you said that.
I don't do fake. I don't do any of that. Like, come on, guys.
Just be clear. Nobody's being fake.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm just saying, okay.
Like, why are you saying
because
like being
there's,
fake?
I don't like the fakeness of we want to bring up this situation right now when we trying to have a good time. I'm very observant. I spent 8 years earning my doctorate, analyzing human movement and behavior. And what does that mean?
What does
that
that mean?
means that I have to not only look at how you physically are moving, but also what you're saying.
Okay.
Your actions don't fit your words.
And what actions are those?
You say, sis, I love you, this is my girl, oh, this, that. But then you don't have the decency to call people.
And what does that have to do with you, ma'am?
It doesn't have anything to do with
So
me.
why are we
But
talking
I'm
about it?
saying it's your actions don't match your words.
See, there you go. Thinking you know what you're talking about and you don't.
fine.
You do that a lot. That's how with that degree got you.
Wow.
Don't do that.
No, I'm just
because
saying.
I have a degree.
I
And I
know
do
you
know what
do.
I'm talking about.
You
And I
do.
know
And I'm
how I
glad
feel
you
about
do.
things.
But
And
you're
I'm a woman
wrong.
of God, and I'm always
You're
going
wrong.
to, I am not wrong.
You're wrong.
Because you felt your interpretation. And so it's always what somebody else is doing and what I have done, and I am causing you to be a victim and all of this. I believe that, like, Christina is always playing the victim. I just don't understand that. We can get down to the real issue if you just be real and you also own up to your stuff.
And I'm trying to explain to you what happened, and you're just dedicated to not believing me, acting like I'm lying about it. So we'll just end the conversation here because I'm not doing this right now.
Next on Love and Marriage Detroit.
Do I feel a certain type of way when something is said about my husband? Yeah, especially when it's a lie.
I'm ending the conversation.
Okay, let me just say this.
I'm not right now.
No,
What do you
I'm
have to say,
not.
Elizabeth?
All right, come on in, guys.
Whoa.
All right.
You know why we're here, though, too.
What?
We'll be having some uncomfortable conversations at some point.
You never know what might go down.
I feel like the trust is broken because if I do anything now, is Brandon gonna say, oh, Kobe's doing the same thing as Christina?
I know that at my brunch, you were saying, how I was a liar. I'm just reiterating what Brittany said. That's where it stemmed from. Brittany randomly sent me a text message.
You can call her right now.
You know what's coming? You know what's coming next week, right?
I'm gonna put my brother, my partner, Lyreek, on there too.
Lyreek has been poaching my clients since I started Star Factory.
Now I can invite whoever I want.
What your thing is for me, that's a no with the Lyreek.
Wow. Yeah, this trip should be interesting. Christina, allergic to accountability. The doc kind of led with her degree. I didn't necessarily agree with that, and true to form, Christina took the degree and was like, oh, so that's what you learned with your degree, so used it against her. It's just crazy, man. A part of me wonders if Christina is getting, I don't know if she's getting counseling from, because she couldn't respond in the way that she is if she was getting counseled by production on to stir up drama. I just think this is really her naturally, and she is really the base of everybody's problems. It seemed like she is really the base of everybody's problems. I think if they wasn't on the show and wasn't recording, they probably wouldn't be rocking with each other. Even though Brandon and Anthony were cool or is cool, I think the extra time together is causing them to drift apart. It's kind of crazy. why he would go behind his back and talk to his Lyrique and not talk to Brandon about it, and then say, oh well, I'm inserting him into the showcase, this, that, and the third, baffles my mind. Like, he ain't showing Brandon no respect in his own industry. He not, you know, he cares about all his other friends. He cares about how Russell is wife is offended, and Russell and his family. He cares about Lyrique and how he, you know, if he's in the showcase. He don't ever care about what Brandon doing. That's what I don't like about Anthony. He is a fair weather friend. He rocks with, he cares about all his other friends, his publicist. She's on my team. She's my real friend. What about Brandon, dog? Why is it that you making concessions for everybody except for him? Why are you protecting everybody but him? That part I don't get. Y'all put it in the comments what y'all think about that, man. It's kind of baffling to me. Brandon and his wife Christina, they actually kind of make the show because of the drama they bring, but they probably said, oh, we got a couple here that's so lost they will make great TV. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do you like Detroit over Huntsville, or you like Huntsville over Detroit? I'd like to know that too. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.